How you doing, Jarvis?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, man. Could you just take us back a little bit through the transfer process and why? Obviously, you're familiar with Florida State coming out of high school, but what brought you back here?
I just needed a new environment, really, new atmosphere. And I felt like this was a perfect atmosphere for me. Coach White recruited me out of high school, wanted me to go to Nebraska really bad, but I was like, I don't want to go all the way out there. But it just felt right. I wanted to be back home, close to home, so it felt like a good move to me.
We'll do Brendan on your left here.
Florida State's a school that you're familiar with from your high school recruiting process. How did that relationship or bond with some of the coaches who were there then kind of help in making this decision to come back this way?
Coach Pat, Coach White. For my junior day here, I came and Coach Pat was here, and I sat in a meeting with him. It was just cool to just experience him. I played him my freshman year in high school. Y'all may know, probably not, but American Heritage, they beat us, but it was just cool to experience like a full circle moment, like a coach I played against is now coaching at a school I'm interested in. And Coach White, he previously recruited me in high school, so had a tight bond and things like that.
Liam, second row.
Nice to meet you, Jarvis.
Nice to meet you, too.
Can you kind of expand a little bit more on the relationship with Coach White and what it was like when you saw him reach out to you when you were in the portal and your decision to come back here and work with him again?
It was kind of crazy because I knew I wanted to come back to Florida, but I didn't know what Florida schools were going to hit me up, or because you get in the portal, you're taking a chance. I didn't really have any film, so just wanted to be back home. And when Coach White called me and I just got the call, I was like, it's just a sign, like I just need to be back in Florida. And I should have been here out of high school, but everything happened for us.
All right.
I know he's on the other side of the ball, but was somebody you talked to during this process, if you don't?
Yeah, he was. I had just reached out to him, seeing how he was doing, and like I was like, "Are you enjoying FSU?" Like, just trying to see if I should get in the portal. This was before I got into the portal, but I was just like, "How's FSU treating you? Like, are you really liking it there, or you feel like you made like a wrong decision?" But I knew all in all, because Coach Ravel's here, like no doubt he would be enjoying it here.
Back to Brendan up front.
Are you going to start off working here at safety, specifically what safety or cornerback? Do you know exactly where they're going to have you?
I'm versatile, but corner, I haven't gotten any reps at corner, but you never know throughout the season what happens or what's bound to happen. So, but I've been getting reps at safety, so I'm probably going to be at safety.
And then a follow-up, I guess, what about Coach White's scheme? How do you like how he used safeties? And you mentioned he recruited you in high school as well. So what kind of stands out about the way you might be used here?
Yeah. Coming out of high school, I really just wanted to go play for colleges, so I really didn't understand football. So in the past year, I've learned a lot of football. So I can say from Coach Lynn's defense into Coach White's defense, both great defenses, but I like Coach White's better because you get 3 high safeties, and it's just more versatile. And I just feel like I can play all 3 positions, and just cooler than me, like three high safeties.
Aaron?
I'm sure since you started playing football, you never had a year where you didn't get on the field.
Right.
How challenging was that? What kind of things did you learn about, maybe even about yourself during that year?
During my year at USC, I went through a lot of ups and downs. Probably didn't talk about it or let it out, but I learned a lot about becoming a young man and just gotta learn to grind and just stay true to yourself. Don't let outside things or the college football aspect and the way college football is going now, don't let it get to you. Just still be you and hone down and grind.
Aslan?
Things didn't go great here last season. What have you kind of seen and felt being around these guys? Can you tell us the team that dealt with something like that, or do they seem to be kind of focused on turning the page and moving forward?
I feel like the team hasn't even thought about last season. I feel like they moved forward from it and just trying to worry about this season and on. Like they're not worried about like last season. Everybody just come in the building, smiles. Nobody got their head down. Everybody coming to work, and everybody on the same page. Like if somebody trying to keep somebody right, accountability. Everybody on the same page. Nobody bickering, or probably be bickering more about plays and like we want you to be right here and blah blah blah, but never about somebody being in the building or something like that. So I feel like the team is very accountable and just family oriented and want everybody to be together.
Aslan?
You mentioned like the needing a change of scenery. What are some of the things as a player, as a young man, you wanted to be surrounded by, and have you seen some of that so far here at Tallahassee?
Just family oriented things, more family oriented with like coaching and players and just like events and stuff that we do. I didn't know like that Florida State would be that, because in the recruiting process you never know what they could be. They put out the red carpet for you, but you never know what's real. But I knew Coach Norvell was real, and every time I seen him, he's had the same energy, recruiting me, same energy, same vibe. Never, his energy is always the same. So I knew I was going to be coming to something that's family oriented and very close together. So.
Jacob, you're in the third row.
Jarvis, what are some of your personal goals for your first year here at Florida State?
My first year here, my personal goals is to stay true to myself and stay true to myself. Don't worry about the outside world, and just play ball.
Good item for the last one.
You said earlier that you kind of realized that maybe this is where you should have been all along. Was there a moment, like how long after you got back here did you realize, okay, this is where I should be? Was there anything that happened, or just coming over?
During our portal process, I went to Colorado. I felt great there. I was like, I might go here, but I came here and it just felt right. Like Coach White talking to me about the scheme and new things and stuff like that, and I'm closer to home. So, and it seemed like the staff really wanted me, and I felt welcome. So I was like, why not take a chance and just be closer to home rather than being in Colorado?
Okay, thanks, Jarvis.
Thanks,